Hello, it's Lyssa Royal Holt again with part 2 of the introduction to the Galactic Heritage Cards. In part 1, I left off talking about the layers of information that you can access through the cards. This is kind of a very hard subject to talk about because, as I said in part 1, using your intuition is very important. So if we look then at the superficial layer of the cards, the information that's the easiest to access from anyone, you'll find that in the booklet there is an explanation of each card. There's a short text. That's the first paragraph in the booklet. That's generally the easiest, most superficial explanation. Below that you'll see a commentary which goes a little bit deeper and sometimes also connects one card with another card in the deck, especially if they show up together in a reading. However, when I'm talking about layers, I'm really talking about layers of understanding. So on the superficial level then, you can have information about past lives. You can have information about star systems that you might feel a connection to, or time periods that you've lived. For instance, there's an Atlantean card. But that information alone is kind of useless. Why would it be important to you other than to satisfy your curiosity? The cards instead seek to take us deeper into self-understanding, and deeper into the understanding of ourselves, all of us in creation, as simply being one conscious being looking through many eyes. So as we begin to expand our perspective of who we are in the universe, the vision gets broader and then the information gets deeper in the cards. So you're going to find that as you use them, that perhaps at the beginning there might seem like you're only able to access some of the more superficial information, but as you work more and more, you'll be able to go deeper and deeper and deeper with the information. If you start reading for other people, as an example, then you're also really going to see that their openness and their willingness even to look at their shadows will affect the depth of the reading that can be given as well. So there's many, many, many factors, and this is one of the reasons why I've found it very difficult to teach people how to use these cards, because the information is still unfolding even for me, but it keeps getting deeper and deeper. So this particular reading that I put on the board here, I know probably you can't see it in detail right now, but just looking at the themes of it, it has a lot to do, not so much with superficial information, but it really has more to do with the person's journey, their person's inner journey, and their waking up and where their challenges are, such as linear thinking, card number 32, which tends to be a challenge for a lot of people. So this is an example of how to use the layout. There are a few other layouts in the book that you can experiment with, and some people even like to just pull a daily card and meditate with the card and meditate with the message, and that helps them as well. Keep in mind that while on the superficial level the information might seem very succinct, that ultimately the cards were transmitted to express the archetypal level. So you're going to see a lot of archetypal themes within the cards, which tend to work more deeply within the subconscious and the unconscious. So as you become more comfortable with the superficial levels of the cards, you're going to then start to pass into more of the archetypal levels of the cards. And that's where the insights really start to open. So in truth, there's really no wrong way to use the cards. There's the way that I know, which is the way I discovered through using them, and there's the ways other people are using them as well. And I've heard lots of creative ways. One person I know uses the cards to do a chakra spread. 7 cards referring to each chakra. It's very creative, and I've seen her do the reading that way, and it's also very accurate. So I really encourage you to experiment in that way. So because I was limited in how much information that I could give in the commentaries in the booklet, there's been a lot of requests for more and more information about the cards, more and more training. So at the request of the company I work for in Japan, we're now doing a feature called Card of the Month. And this means that for each month, one card is chosen, and I channel a deeper message that's more applicable at this time or that month for those who are reading the message. You can access that card of the month if you're interested by either our Facebook page, which is called the Lyssa Royal group page, or you can sign up on our website. The information will be at the end of the video. You can sign up on our website for the free newsletter, in which there will be links to the card of the month information as well. And in this way, every month you'll have a new card to ponder the message on a deeper level. And over time, you can build your understanding, not just of the cards, but of the archetypal energy that the cards are expressing. And it will really help take you deeper in how you work with the cards. Also, it's my hope that I can, from time to time, continue with these YouTube videos, especially perhaps exploring either sample readings with people or the meanings of particular cards and how they can be applied, similar to Card of the Month. So I hope to do that in the future as well. And of course, if you're interested, you can be notified either through our website's e-list or the Facebook page. Much more information is going to come over time as even I learn more and more about the cards. As I've said, it's 2014 now. It's only been 4 years since the cards were channeled, and I really feel like I know probably the tip of the iceberg of what can be transmitted and learned through this card system. It's very exciting. It surprises me every day, especially those times where you're asking for a message. This has happened to me. Asking for a message, you pick a card and you think, oh, that's not the right card, or maybe there's another message. You put the card back and then you shuffle, pick again, and 3 times in a row, it's the same card out of 108 cards. And when that keeps happening, it gives you pause, and you can start to see the power that's inherent in these cards as we open our hearts, open our minds, and use them in creative ways. One more thing for my Japanese friends. I know most of you know, but there is a Japanese version of the cards as well, which is available through Voice Publishing and also Amazon Japan. And that is only Japanese. So if you are watching this from another country in Asia and you're an English speaker, then you would most likely need the English cards, not the Japanese version. Okay, so I encourage you then to experiment. There's so much more I wish to share, but as I've said, this has been a real challenge in trying to transmit the information about how to use this card system, because I'm still learning, and also primarily because the learning of the system is not linear. The system itself is not linear. And this is one of the reasons why you'll find that the positions have no meanings, because it's more holographic and non-linear. That can give a few people that I've talked to some headaches, but as we move into more of our own holographic nature, it seems very appropriate at this time that we have a tool that also helps us connect with the holographic aspect of ourselves. I hope this tutorial and part 1 was helpful even a little, and that you will, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course you'll be notified if we put out more videos. I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to your feedback. Much love. Thank you.